Good day, class. Today we are going to graph using standard form. Okay, this is standard form. Okay, now your A, B, and your C are just numbers. So x and y, we're used to having x and y in our equations. So just to example, we could have 3x plus 2y equals 6. That's in standard form. Okay, so we're going to graph using this. Alright, so let's look at our first problem. We have 3x plus 2y equals negative 6. So first of all, when we graph in standard form, we use our x and y intercepts. Okay, so let's talk a little bit. I know we've found x and y intercepts, but let's just remember a little bit. If I have my x-intercepts, okay, remember, that means that it's going to cross my x-axis. And let's just remember what points look like. If I'm here, okay, this point is negative 12, 0. Okay, if I'm over here, this point is 10, 0. Okay, and if I'm right here on the x-axis, this is negative 7, 0. Okay, those are all x-intercepts. And if you notice, when you have an x-intercept, that y is always 0. Okay, so when I find my x-intercept, I am going to replace y with a 0. All right, let's do that real fast. So I have 3x. Okay, plus 2. Now instead of y, I'm going to go ahead and put that 0 there. Equals negative 6. Okay. Now the nice thing about that is when we multiply by 0, it becomes 0. So we have 3x equals negative 6 divided by 3, and x equals negative 2. So in this problem, my x-intercept, is negative 2. Okay. All right, now if we're looking for our y-intercept, now remember this is y, okay, what happens? Remember down here, that point is 0, negative 10. And even if you go up here, that point is 0, 11. So if you're looking for where a line crosses my y, okay, x is always going to be 0. Okay. So now, I want to make x 0. Okay. Cross that out. So we have 2y equals negative 6. Divide by 2, and y equals negative 3. So my y-intercept is negative 3. Okay. Now just draw a line. Crosses through those 2 points. And there's your line. Okay. So the easy way to remember this is one time you're going to make x 0, and one time you're going to make y 0. And then solve for the other variable. Let's do another. Alright, so this one, same thing. Okay, let's start with making our y 0. So I have negative x minus 2, y is 0. Okay, and if you notice, I'm left with my x, so I'm looking for my x-intercept here. Okay, so this is 0. So I have negative x equals 4. So I'm going to divide by negative 1, and x equals negative 4. So my x-intercept is negative 4. Okay. Now my y-intercept I'm going to go back again, remember back to this equation, and now I'm going to make my x 0. Okay, that goes away. Divide by negative 2, and y equals negative 2. So now, okay, and now my line, oops, missed out a little bit. Okay, so there's my equation and my line. Alright, so now this one is not in standard form, but this is a special occasion, so I want to make sure we went over these before. Remember, this one's missing x, so it will not cross this axis. Okay, the y-intercept, y equals 4, okay, is right here. So if I'm going to draw a line that won't cross my x-axis here, okay, remember it's going to be parallel. Okay. So my slope of a horizontal line is 0. My y-intercept is 4. Okay. All right, let's look at the other line. Okay, this one's x equals 3. Now remember, this one doesn't have a y, so this one will not cross my y-axis. My x-intercept, though, is 3. Okay. So I want to draw a line that will not cross my y-axis. That means it has to be parallel to it. So that means it's a vertical line. Okay. And my slope is undefined. My y-intercept is none. It does have an x-intercept. Sometimes they'll ask you, sometimes they won't. My x-intercept is 3. Okay. All right, that's it. You guys have a great day.